This is a video clip for the Zambia Examinations Council. This is for making a decision to adopt the bridge. Here is the cover of the bridge. I want to talk to you as a committee about three things. First of all, I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk to you. The second thing I want to explain is why you should really adopt this book, and especially why and how I wrote it. The last part is the printing and distribution. That will be essential, necessary if you do approve this book. Now, I wrote this book because I teach Cultures of Africa here in the States. I've been teaching for 29 years. I was using Chinua Achebe, and Chinua Achebe, the literature of the history of the African culture, is from the 1880s. So as I began teaching in the 1990s, I began to think, how do I really teach American students today about Zambia and Africa after the 1990s, after the colonialism and so on? So I decided to write The Bridge with that intention. Then eventually, as I began to use it over the years, my students liked the book so much. I said to myself, well, I think Zambian students could also benefit from this. So I sent the book to CDC, and that book was approved in 2016. The only thing remaining now is to have it adopted by Zambia Examinations Council so that all the students in Zambia can be able to use it. Now, the thing is, I would probably talk a great deal about how good the book is, but you all you have to really trust is not only the CDC, but many reviews that I've had over since 2005 when the book was published. So it's a very good literature book. Once you adopt it, students will really enjoy reading it, and they will also perhaps become some of the best writers in Zambia. We could actually start a writing, I don't want to call it a revolution because that word is overused, but there can be tremendous changes in how our students write, especially about Zambian culture. I've always been inspired by the fact that if you read literature and you enjoy it in school, and especially if it's about your own direct culture, that is Zambia, it can be so much more inspirational because the language, the culture, describing the capital city and so on are things that you're familiar with. The book is also aspirational because the characters in the book, Kamtiba and Trish, they also live in the US and they travel to Ireland and then they come to Zambia. So it explores all aspects of the global culture. One thing I want to really assure, especially the teachers, is that there will be tremendous help once the book is adopted. I will take personal responsibility for that because I've been using the book for teaching over the last 10 to 14 years. One thing I'll do is have a website. I'll provide teaching materials and any assistance I can. I also did personally buy 50 hectares, 162 acres of savanna wilderness where I'm building a model village. So teachers who are teaching the bridge in the future, at least 18 of them from all parts of Zambia could come to the village to learn about Zambian traditional culture, to experience it actually, because we have the huts and all the village structures there. That's something that is very exciting. I could talk about for a long time. Now, the second part is once you adopt the book, all the facilities for printing and distribution have been lined up since 2016. Mr. Penda Chanda is the managing director of Pencil Publishers. They have investors from Europe who are ready to go as soon as the book is published. It would be printed in Zambia. And if that perhaps doesn't work, there's also a backup. There are printers from India, Mr. Chanda tells me, from Pencil Publishers, that they can be able to do that immediately. So I would really urge you to go ahead and adopt the book. Too many people like this book, and I think the students especially will enjoy it. And I've used it for teaching myself for so many years. And if you have any questions, please feel free to, you can either call me or send me an email. My email is mtembo at bridgewater.edu. You can send me an email anytime. I'll be able to respond. Thank you very much. I hope you consider the book positively. Thank you.